is proxying viable here? Are we going to see his proxy Stargate? Are we going to see just standard play out of these two? Because this is very important. You know, you want to get that freebie. You want to get out of the group in first place and not have to play that extra match, that final match.
That's right. Exactly right. And we have seen a lot of aggression from both players, but here we go.
Here we go. Top left in blue. Try to gimmick. Not getting out of here clean anymore. Stats.
You're a dirty boy now, Stats. Look at you.
So dirty.
Look at you. Up here in the top right, we do have CJ herO defending very efficiently in that last game against the Proxy 2Rex. He did the same against Parting, failed just the same way.
Yep. You know, it's funny to see Stats build. I felt like it was a genius move. It's smart. It's well-researched based off of hero's scouting patterns on the map. But it's just not what I expected. And
I'd like to see more Proxy 1 gates that we did see yesterday with Parting and Myungshik. I think they are pretty damn effective.
Yeah, they're quite strong, and there's a lot more transition point with those.
Exactly, you can transition from it. You know, it's not a game ender. You can tech from it. You can even transition into a macro game from here if it fails. It's not the end of the world. You might get behind if it doesn't do any damage, but still.
One of those proxy 1 gates are almost like so effective. Even if they fail, it's like you're still going to get some damage done. It's like a Widowmine drop. It's like, okay, even if you get scouted, you're probably going to force them to pull his probes a little bit. You're going to kill a probe or two. It can do insane damage, or it can do a little bit, but it's going to do something, and you're definitely going to be able to transition out of it.
Yeah, there's ways out of it, and I like that. It makes for a much more versatile build order. Not completely all in. You won't feel like crap if it fails, like those proxy 2 gates. And, you know, it's important in the mentality going into Game 3. You don't want to just have a horrible game. And already, herO, 4 probes on one of his gases. Ugh.
Oops.
Hate that.
Well, you know, I love that Stats just GG'd out there, because he's the type of player he's not going to pull a Marine King. He's like, no, this is over. You know,
yeah.
We all knew.
Like, Marine King would have put, like, a gateway in his main base and tried to play a game from there as well. Like, after he lost his 2 gates. It's like, you're down 30 supply, 5 minutes into the game, Marine King. It's time to leave.
Marine King would have made a 3-pylon wall at top of the ramp so that herO couldn't attack.
He like blocks it with pylons until like until eventually he dies. Like, oh.
Marine King would have actually like somehow lifted off the Nexus actually. Well, you know, this game is looking pretty mirrored here. A Stalker is skipped for Stats to rush.
As
very
you
quick
say
Twilight
that
Council.
there, yeah. Twilight Council in a very interesting place behind the natural.
With that herO pylon you were talking about.
That herO pylon, man.
Even though it's Stats again.
Coined by herO, but done by Stats. Don't know how that works, but could also be GTs considering the position for it.
Yeah, I think there's higher chance we're going to see Blink, but it really could go either way, especially because we're going to see this probe scout. He knows where it is. He damages it a little bit, so if he gets that stalker out and denies it, that could be good. Now, this Mothership Core isn't going to be able to scout this, and it is Blink. I was feeling Blink just simply because if you're going to do this, a lot of people will just hide it somewhere where it's never going to be scouted, not even by a probe scout or by pressure.
Yeah, I can respect that.
But this is very quick. I mean, this is like before Stalker Twilight Council.
This is extreme aggression once again. Like, I would definitely think we're going to see 2 more gateways go down in just a moment's time. But it's kind of that situation we did see in the first series as well, where, you know, Oracle's on the map, so a few Stalkers are going to have to stay behind and defend until the Mothership Core has enough for the Photon Overcharge.
Well, that's why this Oracle build is really strong, is because it kind of messes with the tempo of some of these other aggressive Stalker builds, these like rush attack builds, because then you can actually transition. Now he adds his Twilight Council instead of a Robo as the follow-up, so that's going to make holding the next attack more difficult because he's not going to have Immortals. This is a great scout as well here.
Oh yeah, that's very important. Did he actually get a catch of the Chrono Boost?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. I guess you don't see a Dark Shrine at the Twilight in a position like that. It probably just isn't going to be coming.
Well, the Oracle's also going to come in the main and see it's not here. And
Photon Overcharge is going to have to be Johnny on the spot right here.
Yeah, he needs to use it right away, and he does.
Okay.
Good targets here, though. Let's get 2 probes before he gets out. herO's got incredible Oracle control. We saw him mess it up a little bit earlier, but for the most part, he's really, really good at those 2 taps.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like Stats are going to find anything with a counterattack. Already 4 Stalkers at the top and a Mothership Core with enough energy for a Photon Overcharge if he wants it.
He wants to bait it out early, but this is just not going to be the time. Good micro. Once the shields are gone, he pulls back.
Ooh.
Whittles that Mothership Core down pretty hard. Look at this control. In fact, he's just microing back so well.
Oh, yeah.
I want to control click on those for you guys to see that some of those Stalkers are down to, like, one's down to 4 health.
4 HP.
The rest of them all, like, only shields gone.
Link's still a while away. You might want to actually, yeah, there we go. Photon Overcharge it. Still going to try to trade some HP with these Stalkers if he can find a way in.
I think it might be time to just take a Nexus and back off. He sees his opponent's going to get counter blank, and he's missing Stalkers.
Yeah, I think he will in just a moment. Nice revelation.
Ooh, this is really aggressive.
I mean, the moment Blink's finished for herO, it could get really ugly. Start trading out Stalkers very easily. And I think we are going to see that transition in just a moment from Stats.
I think he needs to.
He has to.
I think he needs to do it like right now, not spend another single mineral on Stalkers. Okay, that's exactly what he's going to do. Unfortunately, his Nexus might be denied by this Oracle. Okay, good blink forward to make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh, Stalker's in position for it. It's going to shut down this Oracle.
Good word.
Nicely done there. And here we go. herO might be going for a full-on counterattack. I mean, look how many Stalkers are coming across the map with this.
And almost all of them are at full health. Like, one of them has like 20 hit points missing, but the rest of them are pretty high in health. So he's got the healthier group of Stalkers.
He does for now. Immortal on the way, though, half done for Stats. That's going to give him enough time to get this Nexus down. But still got to get it out. And herO could do some pretty tricky sort of shenanigans here. That's actually a lot of Stalkers. That's 14 against the mere 9 of Stats. He gets a blink on top of this Immortal. He could very well just win the game from there.
He's just going to let the Nexus tank some shots here.
He could get canceled, actually.
Yeah, he's going to definitely have to cancel it, but he wants to wait till the last second. Okay, here we go. Guardian Shield is doing a lot for Stats, and that Immortal is going to start doing even more. In fact, that Nexus lives. He blinks the on top of the Immortal. I'm not sure if this is going to work out for him in the end. Oh, this is actually so close.
I don't like it for herO, actually. This is going to be so close.
More Stalkers are about to come down to help out.
Yeah, Blink 4 could actually seal this as well.
Yep, look at this. Stats with a much better micro here. And that Guardian Shield did wonders for him in that fight.
And he can maintain the chase, and he can actually maybe even trade out more. herO is so far behind at this point.
Look at the Nexus timing as well. He's not even going to have a lot of hit points on it. Oh, he finds him.
This is horrible for herO.
This is basically game. Stats is just going to move across the map. He knows he's eliminated everything. The only thing he doesn't know is where that pylon is, but at this point he doesn't even care.
Doesn't even care. 14 supply lead, 18 supply lead. Upper base. Composition much stronger as well. Going to maintain with simply Stalkers until now, simply because he just wants to attack, and then he's got that forward pylon.
I mean, at this point, 33, you know, he's got twice the army supply of his opponent. He's almost got enough for 2 Nexus cannons.
Yeah, nearly.
Can actually just go ahead and send his probes to the natural and sit on those until an Immortal comes out or something.
I think Stats is simply going to right-click this Nexus down once he gets rid of this pylon.
He's going to kill his pylon first. Stats is microing so well this game.
And there we go.
And if you Stalkers come out with the probes help here, just got to keep microing. Not even really have to keep microing, but, you know, just to be sure, just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Dot your I's. Cross your J's or something like that.
Something like that.
I mean, this is still annoying. herO does have a few Stalkers back there, but...
Yeah, he's getting more in. Still, he does have that mining base in the natural at the very least.
Bit mismicroed here. Stats has still got this, but I mean, definitely could have been a little bit more careful.
Yeah. He'll be fine from here. Warping in even Zealots in the natural. He's got 3 Stalkers down there already. He could actually just bring his Stalkers home and just maintain a mining base and just simply win the game from there.
hero's just going to micro here for a second, try to see if he can trade efficiently. But the reality is once the Stalkers link up here with probes and Zealots to help out, he's getting like some insanely good trades here.
Yeah, but this is all in. This is like nothing to redeem from here, even if he does the damage, unless he wins the game with his attack.
And he's not going to. These units are all so low. And it looks like finally Stats is going to seal the deal here and advance, being the most successful Protoss versus Protoss group of this group of Titans. GG.
And no surprise whatsoever, Stats just looked so strong all day today. very clean play. He knew exactly what he had to do against each player. He has great preparation coming into this.
He really does. Stats has really come into his own as a player. As I was saying before, it's somewhat controversial maybe to say, but I feel like he's the most consistent Protoss player right now, like top out of all the Protosses. Just slightly more consistent than herO. The herO still has a chance to get out, but it's actually hard to believe now that at the very least one of herO or Parting will not be advancing today to the round of 8.
Yeah, we're in one of those sticky situations once again.
It's just how these groups have been with these group selections. Sometimes you have these groups of death, and this group was made that way. It was even stronger before. I think